And I work at Easy TV, which is a media arts organization in Santa Monica, California. And I've lived in LA, I guess, about 16 years, but I actually was born 50 miles east of LA, and so I'm a native Californian. I'm actually one of the rare native Californians that live in LA. Pretty much everybody in LA is from somewhere else, so it's a little weird to feel exotic in your own homeland, you know, but we're one of the few. The craziest thing about my job, it's all pretty crazy. I'm not sure. I mean, working as a media artist, we create in many different fields. So it's working with other artists, dancers, performance artists, painters, sculptors, filmmakers, and the occasional lion, tiger, or bear. We've had projects which entailed pretty much every wild psychosis you can imagine that somebody could walk in the door with. Ranging, I don't even know how much to talk about, but the craziness of the job is that it can be, oh jeez, how to say this? The hours are crazy. The intensity of what you have to create, when you have to create, what it's for is crazy. And it's just kind of almost at times wickedly delightful. You really get to see people's dreams, their inner lives, their fears, their compulsions, and it's all around, you know, these pixels. You know, the output is pixels. It's kind of like the electronic gestalt of every karmic, psychological, intense, inner, you know, desire to create, and out comes light. So it's pretty crazy, I think. Best thing about LA. The ocean. Space, sunshine, multiculturalism. It's truly cosmopolitan in that people from all over the world come here, like many cities, but there's something about having a lot of space and a lot of sun that generates a kind of energy that's very different, I think, than other cities, like New York. I mean, I love New York, I love Chicago, I love San Francisco, but LA to me has, you know, because of the influence of both Eastern cultures as well as cultures from Mexico and South America, kind of magic realism that creates, I don't know, a sense of spice, a sense of possibility, blending of things that's almost surreal at times, and I think that's the best thing about it. Worst thing about LA, I mean, it's kind of cliche to say the traffic, you know, it's always the traffic, but I'd say it's weird, it's both a bad thing and a good thing. There's so many vast spaces between where you are and where you want to be, so you have to constantly travel, and I do miss being able to walk. You know, you go to other cities, you can walk, you can get off at a stop, and you can walk and be in several different places within blocks of each other, and LA is just not built up. LA is very much, you know, you're by the ocean and you need to be downtown in 20 minutes, and it's impossible. And I'd say that's probably one of the worst things. And of course, you know, smog. But it's hard. Okay, I have to think deep. What to me is the worst thing other than the cliches?